before we began the actual customization of the ZAGATO, which I'm really excited to customize, that of all three of the DLC cars, easily my favourite. But anyway, all of these cars are available in PERF spec, so you can get them in PERF. I can't wait to try the Fiat 500, that's going to be crazy. And the Fiat 500 also has a street spec, which I probably won't do in this video, or the series of videos the next couple of days, because, well, I've got the PERF spec, there's no need for that, come on. Anyway, to the ZAGATO. So here she is. Let's select a kit. We'll put the best kit on there because we'll treat her. We'll treat her. We didn't have to buy the car, if anyone wanted to know. Which, to me, I prefer to buy the DLC cars with in-game credits after getting them because, well, I just prefer that. But for the people that like it free, there you go. Let's buy it with our Mula. And see how she looks when we get the body kit on her. Oh, that is looking nice. I fell in love with the ZAGATO yesterday, if you saw my Drive Club video. Really love the back end of this Aston. I'm not usually a big fan of Astons, but I just love that. How can you not like that? Look at it. Anyway, let's see what parts we've got available on this big boy. I like that they kept the normal rims on there, because normally they're not very nice. Can we actually... Yeah, we can buy rims. I was lost. I was like, where are the rims? Okay, colour. We can choose a lot of metallic colours. It doesn't have any official colours. So, I'm guessing this is the only official colour, or it doesn't have any. To be honest, I'm going to keep this red, because it looks really nice. No stickers for now. Interior. Oh, I've got the red lining in the interior. Let's go for the red seats in the interior. Front bumpers, here we go. This is the meat and potatoes. This is where the actual customization begins. Let's see what we've got here. We got anything? Oh my god! Okay, we've definitely got some insane parts here. Let's go back to around number 9. Okay, I can't tell the difference between these two first off. But I'm assuming they're pretty much identical except for a slight thing that I can't really see. But I'm not going to lie, I quite like that indeed. So let's go back a second and see what else we've got. I quite like the normal grill style thing like that, but having the little fendery things, if that makes sense, on the front as well. So I'm gonna go with that. And I can always change it in the future if I want to. Rear bumper, don't change too much on my baby. Keep it nice and clean, please. I like the last two. I like them both. I like that because it takes up a lot less room at the bottom. But I also like number 3 in where it takes up quite a bit of room at the back. I can't quite decide on that one. I think I'm going to go with that. And I'll probably switch between like I did with the SLS. No fenders. As for the skirts, keeping the stock one. That's the first. As for the rims, what do we have available to us? We have got only the ability to buy them, so I'm guessing only official rims are those bad boys, and I'm not complaining. Side mirrors, keeping them normal. Now for the wing, give me a big wing. Oh my good gravy. Oh my god. How could you say no to that wing? And as for the hood, okay, yeah. Lots of holes, can't go wrong. Anyway, so there is our ZAGATO. It's looking absolutely fine, if I do say so myself. And hopefully you agree. If you do like the car, please thumb it up. But now it's time for a test drive. Here we go. So normally when I get a car, I would take it to a race or some kind of special location, but because we bought this car in Miami, I thought it'd be pretty damn cool to drive it in Miami. I mean, because the tuner's in Miami, we're near Miami, and Miami is awesome, especially in this current setting, like where it's kind of daytime-ish. But anyway, let's see how she handles. Let's put the pedal to the metal and see how it goes. she's very grippy. I'm not going to lie. Like, straight away, you can tell she's gripping quite a lot. Keep in mind, I am on the medium setting when it comes to handling and such. So it's not going to slide as much as it would in, say, no assist whatsoever. Hardcore, that's it. I couldn't remember the name of it. It seems to slow down a lot in the corners. That's something a little bit different. Like, that's a unique aspect to this car straight away. Because, look, like, I wasn't massively braking compared to what I normally do. That's just literally how it is. The field of view seems a little bit low in this car. But it's nothing too bad. You can see the window a little bit more because of that. And you can actually see all the dials. So that's good news for people that don't like having the hood on. Awesome. But yeah, it is quite a little quick car. It does slide out a lot, but it slows down a lot in the corners. It's really weird. Like, I've never felt a car like this before. Keeping in mind, I haven't really driven much of the Aston. I should have really driven the other Aston yesterday to see how that is, and then compare it to this one. But because I'm a bit of a fool, I didn't do that. But anyway, I want to have a quick go now and see how quick we can get this thing to go, like, to its top-ish speed. So we probably should choose a location for that. I'm probably just going to go with, like, a normal highway. If I can actually drive somewhere without traffic being in the way. Because stuff traffic. There we go. That was much smoother. So it's a little bit different, like, when going through corners, and you've got to get used to it. You can't brake as much as normal. If at all. Like, if you brake, it does lower the speed a lot. Well, duh, that's kind of what they're supposed to do. No, but seriously, it's got good brakes, basically. It's got very good brakes, but the better brakes than I've ever driven in any car that I've ever driven in this game. Seriously. Which is absolutely awesome. Anyway, let's see how she gets when we get to a higher speed. Oh my god, we're going to hit someone. I'm going crazy speed here. We've still got control at this speed, which is really, really good, because normally, nope. As soon as you hit about 150, you have no control of the car anymore. Come on, baby. Get us to at least 200. No, she's not going to do that. Oh, no. Not enough braking there. Anyway, let's go to another location where we can test the proper speed. Is that a Corvette? That's a really bad looking Corvette. So you may have seen that I was pretty much on a highway. Sorry, taxi. Yeah, so we're pretty much on a highway already. So I thought, hey, let's just give it a go and, well, drive on the highway and speed there. But at the same time now, I just realised that there's going to be a lot of bloody traffic. So if we've got any slight turns at higher speeds, we're done goofed. But let's see. She seems to struggle as soon as she gets about 180 unless she's going on a really straight road. So, out of all the perf cars, I think that I've driven the SLS, I've driven the Aventador, and quite a few others. You know, obviously the Koenigsegg and such. It's a very stable one. It's not the quickest from what I've seen so far, but my god, I've like, this thing's beautiful. You've got to say, like, this is probably one of the most beautiful perf spec cars there are. And for that reason alone, I'd probably drive it quite often. Force feedback-wise, for the people with a wheel, definitely does feel a little bit heavier, more planted than the majority of the cars, which is very good news. Meaning, you can actually have a bit more control over this thing. Unlike the Koenigsegg, which just wheel spins. Here's a good example of it. See what I mean? The wheel's not going like it normally would with like a Koenigsegg or something. It's stable as chips. I don't know if chips are stable, but I'm assuming that they are somewhat stable. But that's pretty much all I really need to show you guys for this car. I think that it will most probably replace my current perf car in use because I love this thing. Ever since yesterday, like literally, it's just since yesterday, since I knew it was coming in the game. I'm not a huge fan of Astons. I've never been a huge fan of Astons, and you know, British people usually are because, oh, the best tune the British. Oh, but no, that turned French then. I don't know, but yeah, I only like two Astons really that much, which is this since yesterday, and the 177 since it came out, because that thing is an absolute beautiful monster. But the rest of them, not had an amazing, like, history with them. I played with, I think, the V8 Vantage and V12 Vantage were on TBU2. And I did not like the V8 Vantage when I drove it. It was really, really sloppy. But to be fair, it was a kind of sloppy handling model on that game. You couldn't go very fast to control the car, so... But at the same time, some cars could, like the 458, which can in other games control really, really well. But the V12 Vantage drove amazing. What's going on here? If that happened in real life, I would have been dead. I would have been dead. I wouldn't know how to react to that situation. Probably would have just pushed the brake because I wouldn't be going 100 miles an hour in Miami, for example. But you get the idea. So, V12 Zagato. Does it get the Panthaa seal of approval? Yes, it bloody does. This DLC is out next week. For the people that do not have the Season Pass, if you have the Season Pass, it's out right now, even if you are in Europe. You just launch the game and you have access to the cars, which I thought was awesome, because I did not expect to actually get the Season Pass cars until tomorrow when the store for the EU and UK actually updates. But anyway, until next time, me and my Zagato will see you when we're roasting some nuts. I couldn't think of anything clever to say. Peace. I'm a bloody fool! Nailed it.